Hey, sugar. Happy Sunday, everybody. What's going on with you? It's your girl, Risa Reed, y'all. Coming to wish you guys a happy Sunday. Coming to just check in and chit-chat a little bit. Y'all know what I call a little bit. It could be an hour or 2 hours. Who knows? I get to run it and just run on. But anyway, you guys. I'm sitting out on the porch. I think it's about 70-something degrees today. And there's a nice little breeze blowing, and I'm sitting under the umbrella because that sun is hot. So I'm sitting here. My little ones were out on their bicycle. Mia was the last one to go in, so I'm still sitting here. I got Corey a bicycle, and old dude, he don't know how to pedal yet, but I found him a little Spider-Man helmet. And the bicycle that I got is like a BMX motorcycle. And the handlebars, you do it like that and it makes a noise like you're revving your engine. That's all he want to do. He ain't worrying about pedaling. He sit on it and just... But I got it in case, he got to learn how to ride a bicycle. And I wanted him to have something to ride. The motorized one that we had, the motor wouldn't stay in it, so I sent that back. And then I just got that. And so just been sitting out here watching them while my food is cooking. I'm waiting on my cornbread to get done so I can make my dressing. So on my menu today is same as always, not greens. We having green beans. And that's been the vegetable of choice for the last month with my children. They enjoy the green beans, and so I will cook whatever they're going to eat to get some type of vegetable in them. They love fruit, so I don't have to worry about that. But they get iffy with the vegetables, so I've been cooking the green beans. And I know they'll eat corn on the cob, and they will eat broccoli and cabbage. They won't eat spinach or anything like that. I don't even like cooked spinach. I can't stand the smell of it. But anyway, so that's our vegetable of choice. And my husband put some chicken on the grill. I'm going to make dressing and potato salad. And my oldest daughter, she act like she can't live unless you have rice. So she wants green beans with rice. So I am going to cook yellow rice. So with that being said, I'm going to add I got some chicken broth, some beef broth, and some, seafood broth. I'm going to add a little bit of those together for my water. You know how you put your water in your rice, and instead of using water, I'm going to use that to give it a little flavor. So that's all I'm going to cook, and then we may have some chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin cookies for dessert. Now, I was sick last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I began to feel much better Friday. And I lost 7 pounds from Monday to Wednesday. I was sweating. And so I'm trying not to put those 7 pounds back on. Today, since I haven't been taking the ibuprofen, constantly like they told me to, I stopped taking it because I only need it for pain. Since I stopped taking that, now my back is starting to hurt again. So my back and my legs are just, when my back is not doing it so much, my back is hurt. The lower part of my back hurts, but my legs, all the way down to my knees, both legs, is just doing like this. So I just ate some shrimp fried rice that I had in the refrigerator from the other day, and I'm going to pop me ibuprofen and see if that helped with, the pain, takes down the swelling. And what I'm going to do is do every 4 hours that, and alternate it with Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol, and see what I get, because that's what I was doing once the doctor prescribed it for me. She told me to do it every 4 hours, alternate. And so I'm going to start that, and I'm going to make another appointment to the doctor soon. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to be this week, because Corey has therapy Monday, and he has a hearing appointment Monday. How you doing? That's good. And he has an appointment with his doctor. The last couple of days he's been having breathing problems. I think that was Friday. I had to take him to the emergency room. He was breathing real crazy, y'all. I mean, like, and he doesn't have asthma, so didn't think the boy was having an asthma attack. I'm like, well, what's going on? And it was like, you know how you have this persistent cough, but you trying to hold it, and that's what I'm thinking he was doing. And then he was just coughing, and he was grunting and coughing and grunting. So I called the doctor's office about 3 in the morning. Never got a phone call back. So I got up and took him straight to the emergency room, and they said that he was wheezing. You could hear him wheezing, but they was like, does he not have asthma? I said he's never been diagnosed with asthma, so he doesn't have any medicine to take for it. And so with that being said, they had to give him a breathing treatment, and they sent in a respiratory therapist, and wants to send him to see a pulmonologist, and they did chest x-ray to make sure everything was clear. And I promise you, it was a bad one, because he was struggling, literally struggling for air. And the doctor was like, when he walked in and he looked at Corey, he was like, oh yeah, he's struggling for air. Leaning back and let me listen to him. And he said, I need to just sit and watch him for a few minutes. And he did. And he said, well, they coming in to give him medicine now. And they gave it to him, and he was able to breathe better. We were there for about 2 hours because they wanted to make sure everything was okay. One steroid they gave him, I can't remember the name of it, but all of a sudden I heard him go, Ugh. I was like, is this boy getting ready to throw up? He upchucked all in the hospital bed. But what they failed to tell me is that if you give it to somebody on an empty stomach, it will irritate their stomach. How I found it out? Because I wound up talking to his doctor. So, after we left the hospital, my husband had an appointment, so we rode with him, and we got home. I looked at my call ID to see that the doctor's office did call back. They didn't call back till after 8 a.m. Now, I called her. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. So, I left a message. I called back to complain. And because the doctor that he has, from my past experiences with her, she does not want the answering service to send her a message. If somebody calls in to speak to her, my son is a patient of hers, if I call in and give her name, they are supposed to put me on hold and call her on three-way. They didn't do that. And then the woman had the audacity to question me, and she was asking me what was I calling for. And I said, well, I would like to know if it's anything that I can give my son to calm his cough. Well, we don't diagnose people over the telephone. I said, well, I do know that. I said, and I wouldn't want my child to see a doctor if I thought that that was what they do. And so, with that being said, she just kept questioning me, all kinds of things. And I was like, wow. So when I talked to the doctor, I explained to her all of this. The doctor did call me back. She said, I want to apologize. She said, because I didn't get your message until after 7 a.m. And I said, well, I called you. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. And she said, well, even if I had called you, I would have told you to go straight to the emergency room. I said, that's my point. I say it was 2 hours after I left the message that I took him to the hospital because I saw how bad he was struggling to breathe. I say, if I had have talked to you on time, I would have taken him sooner. I would have known to take him sooner because she would have heard the way he was breathing, and she could have just told me, no, just go ahead and take him now. I said, that's my point. I say, and you never know what's going on with a person when they call in to ask you some questions. I'm not asking for you to diagnose him over the phone, but if she had did her job, I would not have waited 2 hours to take him to be seen. I said, now, with my son not having a history of asthma, I didn't recognize the signs because I'm not used to that, the way that he was breathing. I am an asthmatic, and 2 of my other children are asthmatics. They have never acted that way, so I didn't realize he was having an asthma attack. So she apologized, and I told her about how the lady was acting, and she was like, what? She's not supposed to question you. I said, she did. She gave me the third degree, and she was like, oh, no, I will handle that. And she said, I promise you that. And so she said, well, what I want to do is I don't have any openings to see him, but I want you to bring him to me Monday morning. I tell them I said for you to come in. And I said, okay. And she's just that type of doctor. And I was shocked when I did call the answer service for her the lady to act that way, because I know what kind of doctor I'm dealing with. She is a no-nonsense kind of person. And when she tell them, I said do this, that's what she mean. And so we had that kind of event, and so I've been kind of, iffy about letting him come outside because I don't know what's going to aggravate him. But I can't keep him in a bubble. So right now he has an inhaler with a mask and an aerator on it. So the mask goes on his face, the aerator attaches to that, and that attaches to the pump, and you give it 3 pumps. And he's supposed to take 6 deep breaths and then go from there. So that's what we're dealing with him. And other than that, we're just here relaxing. Baby's sitting over there. He went to work this morning. He's back home. He done threw his meat on the grill and just enjoying this outside. And I just hope all of you guys are enjoying yourselves today and having a good time. The word today at our church, they have a banner across the front of the church says the year 2015 is the year of restoration and recovery. And that is true. Some things have transpired in my life that we had a situation that we were going through for like 17 years. And I promise you, the end started in 2015. Restoration and recovery. Oh my gosh. It's just, just to see how that actually manifests in your life, how it's happening. It's true. This is the year of restoration and recovery. And we can make a choice. The pastor talked about how we can pray. How a lot of people, a lot of churches and a lot of pastors have people thinking that, okay, once you become saved, you have no more problems. And that's not the case. Salvation opens the door to your problems being solved. Now, if you want your problem solved, you have a choice. You got to make the choice that you want it to be over with. You got to make the choice, and that means believing and receiving, trusting God, and knowing that it'll come to pass. He didn't say when. Trusting, believing, and receiving. Point blank and period. He didn't say that once you become saved, all of your problems will stop. Didn't say that. He said now you have the opportunity for your problems to be solved and for you to be changed and made better. So that's what the word was today. So just know that don't be afraid of being saved. Don't be afraid of turning your life over to God, because he is already in control. What he's wanting you to do is acknowledge that he is in control, and you're giving your life over to him and allowing him to guide you and allowing him to to use you in whatever way he see fit, because life is not just about us and what we receive. It's about what we give. It's about how we react to situations when they come about in our life. And it's true, if you ever sit down and you think about it, all of the times that you have gone and flown off the handle and just went haywire, was your problem solved? What was the result? The end result, was it what you were looking for before all of that came about? Sit back and think about it, and then try it one day. If something happens, just try to humble yourself and try to handle it in a better way. One with love and one with letting God guide you and just let him give you peace. You can have peace in the middle of confusion. Yes, you can. You know why? Because once you know who you are and whose you are and what he is capable of and what his word says, you can have peace in the middle of it, knowing that he has got it. Isn't that right, baby? And so that's what the word was today. And I just pray that something that I said, it's just been something small, just that little bit. This is a little chit chat video. I'm just giving y'all what I was studying today. And I'm just sitting here and enjoying this weather. Not to brag, because I know some of you are in some really, really frigid temperature. And I pray that you guys are warm and that you're comfortable, that you have plenty to eat, and that you are able to be happy and be entertained in the middle of whatever is going on. Because this is just truly crazy, you guys. There's so much going on, but God has already informed us of what is to come. And so all we could do is take it one day at a time. And thank you, Jesus. Just take a deep breath and just tell him thank you. It don't matter, because the pastor was talking about, when you're going through, he said he had a lady call him, and I think he said recently she lost her daddy, turned around, I think in a couple of days after that, and lost her brother, turned around a couple of days after that and lost her nephew. And he said that is just not the information that I wanted to wake up to this morning. But in the midst of all of that, at that time in life, can you be honest with yourself that when you go to somebody for comfort, all the scriptures in the Bible don't comfort you like that at that moment? You don't want to hear somebody say, well, this and that. You really don't want to hear it, even though it is, that the word is true. The only peace that you can get, you got to have a relationship with God and know that he is there with you. That is the only thing that helps. Now you may be able to have somebody that you can confide in, a confidant, somebody that you can tell all your stuff to and not be judged and not hear it again. And then you may have a personal friend that you can talk to about certain things. Then you may have acquaintances that you can talk to. But things that you talk to your acquaintances about, things that you talk to your personal friends about, you don't talk to your acquaintance about. Things that you talk to your confidant about, your personal friend and your acquaintance don't know anything about. So ask God to send you a confidant, somebody that you can tell all your wrongs to, all your deep, dark secrets, all of your hurts, your pains, and not be judged and not hear it again, and that they give you the comfort and everything that you need. Pray that ask him to send that type of person to you. And that was the first time I heard somebody break it down to me like that. You need three types of friends: an acquaintance, a personal friend, and a confidant. Because some people you can't tell everything to, and I'm learning that, because I've never known that. I just always felt like I could be free to talk to people about things, because we all go through stuff in life. But I learned the hard way that you really cannot, because a lot of people love to see you go through and be depressed and be down and going through financial problems and going through problems in your marriage. Some people be waiting on bended knee for you to come and tell them stuff like that so they can go run tell that, okay? And I learned that the hard way. And it didn't have to do nothing with just friends. It was family. Do y'all hear me? Yes, sir. Some people just wait to see you go through, and they act like you don't know. And if you sit back and pay attention, you will soon find out who those people are. Yes, you will. You will find out. So, you know, I want that to be my goal. I want the Lord to unveil those 3 friends to me and to send them my way. Because I would love to be that for somebody, whatever it is he need me to do. Because I know what it feels like to have your name all over the place. And you be like, well, wait, how? So-and-so know this. How so? I mean, I wouldn't even know. I haven't seen them in years, but they know all your business. That's because I be done ran my mouth and told it to somebody that I thought I could trust. But one thing about me is I tell my own. I don't need nobody else to tell it. You know what I mean? Can't nobody tell it like me. I can tell it, okay? And that way nothing won't be missed, omitted. Nobody won't be transforming nothing, changing it into whatever they want and adding and taking away. I'll tell my own, because guess what? My mess may help somebody else to become better. So, and she sips on that. Yeah, I'm using Corey's little cup. This is my portion control. This is grapefruit juice. This is my little cup. I've been wanting something sweet, so that's my sweet grapefruit juice. Give that little twang right there. Ooh, you know. So I'm gonna get on off of here. It's 20 minutes, and I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Leave down below if you are a new subscriber. That way I can shout you guys out. I have not been active on here, and just know that I'm okay. To those that care and to those that don't, I still love you. Hey, sugar, you still my sugar babies. Either way it go, and whether you love me or not, I still love you. I sure do. And I care. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do y'all hear me? Hey. In there. Hey. Hey. Somebody home? Y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? I do care. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Not a thing. Not a thing. Do y'all hear me? Not a thing, honey. Nope. And she sips on that. Woo! So guess what I'm getting ready to do? After I check on my cornbread, look at my sale papers. So I can't do no more shopping. I'm broke right now, for real. I done spent my budget for this week. I gotta wait the next payday. So I hope don't nobody show me nothing else. Do y'all hear me? No more lipstick, no more makeup, no more clothes, no nothing. Don't have me on pins and needles. Be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because I get like that, especially if it's something that I really like. Yeah. Yep. But I do know one thing I want, and it's I want a Ninja. Walmart had one for $79. And I could smell that, you know, that smoke from the barbecue grill when the barbecue sauce hit the coals. It smells so good. My husband, he in the backyard barbecuing. Yes, honey, yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna get off of here. I love y'all, and y'all be sweet, y'all be good, enjoy yourself. Tell your girl what you're cooking. Record it. Even if you don't record, your face ain't got to be on there, but record it and send it to me. Send it to me through my inbox. Put it down below, and all you do is copy and paste in the little bar at the top, your search engine. You know how you highlight it, and you right click it, copy. Come to this video down below in the comment section. Click the comment section, and then you right click it again and click paste and click comment. It will send me your video. Come on, show me what you're cooking. I need some more recipes, y'all. Yeah, I do. I love y'all. Y'all, this is my outfit of the day. All the way down to the shoes. The house slippers. Just little old me. That's my little umbrella, y'all. I love this. I got this from Big Lots. It was $20. Do y'all hear me? And it's stand on the stand. The storm we had blew the other one over, and this in the backyard all bent up, y'all. Look like bent up like a straw, okay? Let me get off of here because I done started back talking. Bye, sugar.